Hi there, this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Welcome to this edition of Facebook Live, week number 2, day number 4, where this week we're helping you be a specialist by understanding some of the current industry myths. Because part of being a specialist that your clients need and want and your potential clients will seek out is understanding both what optimal anatomy, biomechanics, and motor control is, and how to choose the most appropriate exercises and what exercises you may need to avoid, but also some of the things that pervade our industry that are myths and actually perpetuate some of our clients' issues. So we talked Monday, or should I say Tuesday, about training your clients like an athlete and why that's a myth. We also talked about the anterior pelvic tilt and why it's not important to get your clients out of anterior pelvic tilt. In fact, it's more important to teach your clients how to actually get into anterior pelvic tilt, especially when you're working with the general population and those older clients who present most of the time in a posterior pelvic tilt. Now that leads to our next myth, and that's the myth of the weak glutes. And I used to tell clients this all the time, and I wrote about it in my early books, that everybody's got weak glutes because they're in an anterior pelvic tilt and increased lumbar lordosis, so we have to teach our clients how to squeeze, brace, contract the glutes, and tuck that pelvis under. But here's the problem. Part of it is our clients are not presenting in an anterior pelvic tilt. Very few of our clients and patients that come and see us, and we see athletes, we see younger individuals, we see everyday people that work out, we see older clients. Very few clients that present here, very few patients that present to our office actually are in a true anterior pelvic tilt. In fact, I can only tell you in the last few weeks I've seen one new patient, and they were a professional athlete, I should say a Division I athlete who was in anterior pelvic tilt. And even though he's been told that was his issue, that was not his issue. His issue was an inability to get into anterior pelvic rotation to use his glutes appropriately. And yesterday on Facebook Live, I discussed why we need to teach our clients to get into anterior pelvic rotation so they can actually stretch the posterior hip complex, so the glutes as well, so that way they can load the posterior hip complex appropriately to use it more appropriately through the concentric phase. So our clients don't really have weak glutes. In fact, many of our clients have glutes that are too tucked under. What they need, or too contracted I should say, what they need to do is learn how to release that posterior hip complex so they can get into anterior pelvic tilt to load the glutes appropriately so they can use them more appropriately. What we like to say here and through our trainings, the Integrative Corrective Exercise Instructor Program as well as the Integrative Movement Specialist Program, what we do through the Integrative Movement System is we teach clients, we help clients express their strength. Most of our clients that have weak glutes don't have weak glutes, they just have an inefficient strategy for expressing the strength in their glutes. One of the most important strategies we use with our clients that have, quote unquote, been diagnosed with weak glutes or think they have weak glutes or they have inactivity of their glutes is we teach them how to get into anterior pelvic tilt or rotate that pelvis over top their femoral heads so they can efficiently load the posterior hip complex and use those glutes appropriately through the concentric phase of their exercise patterns. And we've been able to help so many clients with femoral acetabular impingement issues, chronic labral tears, chronic hip tightness, low back issues, and use their glutes like the way they're designed to be used. And we've helped clients with low back issues as well, because what happens at the pelvis and the hip complex oftentimes impacts, or should say most of the time, impacts what happens at the low back. So this is Dr. Evan Osar with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education, helping you work through some of the myths of our industry and provide you the strategies to help you be the specialist that your clients need, want, and your potential clients will seek out. Make a great day. I'll see you tomorrow on Facebook Live with our 4th myth of the week. Take care.